Welcome to the C1D Paintball podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to join our Discord. It's the best place to connect with other paintball fans, talk strategy, share stories, and show your love for the game.
Huge news, Roy. The C1D Paintball team has a podcast. Yes, that's right, Dick. Wild bunch, those C1D fellas. Tune in every Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for an amazing podcast.
Dad, come on.
Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast! Special guest, Tonka Tactical! Tonka Tactical!
Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast with our special guest. Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast. Welcome to the C1D! Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast. Welcome to the C1D Paintball Podcast. the C1D Paintball!
Hello. I am Andrew from C1D Paintball. You're listening to the C1D Paintball podcast. I've got my regular co-hosts. I'm one of the co-hosts. They aren't my subordinates. We've got Connor.
Hey, guys.
We got Mike.
How's it going?
And we got Jeff.
Good evening.
Now, normally we talk about our community. C1D, the things we touch and all that. And we've had people we talked to before that we play with regularly and such. But we have someone who simply, if you went and walked a regular day at Warzone and you'd say, who is the general? And they will say, our guest tonight, because we are honored to have the man, the myth, the legend, and I mean that, Tonka Tactical.
Hey guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
For those of you who are not listening, for those of you listening on Spotify, you're going to want to watch this one because that musical intro had a great introduction that Mike put together for Tonka. I don't know, Tonka, if you felt maybe this is what, like you died and this is what we show in your memory. You know, it's like, what the hell are these guys playing at? But, Mike's never done jack shit like that for me, by the way. But Tonka, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm excited to actually be here. Very, very excited. And Mike, I got to tell you, that intro got my adrenaline rushing, man. That was an incredible intro. I just want to play the game right now, man. Too bad it's like minus 20 out there right now, but I just want to get out there and start playing, man. So
yeah, thanks, man. I had a lot of fun. It pumped me up making it too, not gonna lie.
Say it again, sorry?
It pumped me up making it too.
Oh, it was brilliant, man. It's brilliant.
Appreciate it.
Now, I just want to take a couple of seconds here because talking about C1D family, how Tonka is a part of our family and our extended family. We were one less. Jeff, our co-host, our friend, lost his father, who is also the grandfather of his son, who plays with us as well, Jared, and. So our condolences go out to him and his family, and without anybody who could raise such a good man like you, Jeff, and to some degree, I'm still figuring out your son, and who could have raised you like that is obviously a good man. And it's only tea in here, but my hands up to the memory of your father, and there we go. Salute, my friend. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, replay that intro. Let's get the mood back up.
Go.
Just go. Yeah, what's on with that? Okay. There's so much I'd like to get into, and it's funny because Mike goes before, do we have the layout for the show tonight? And it's like, man, it says, we just got stories. I said, we got stories percolating. And, I want to hear from you. I want you to just explain a little bit about yourself. Let's say somebody comes on the field and they see you and they're just like, hey man, I've never played paintball before. How long have you been playing? What's your story behind it? What are you going to tell me?
So I don't know if a lot of people know this actually, but I used to play paintball years and years ago when I was a kid, right? And then it's just for fun, right? Where we had like 10 rounds CO2 in the rifles and stuff like that. And then I stopped playing for years. And then my buddy Sega introduced me back into paintball. He said, Richard, you got to get into MagFed. It's like, MagFed? What is that? Because I'm used to like 10 rounds in the I don't even know what it was. I think it was in the front of the rifle and stuff.
The tube, like yeah. In the tube.
Yeah. And I said, okay, let's play. I go, what's a good gun? Tell me what a good marker is. He says, you got to get the Milsig M17. And it's like, all right. So we got it. So we play this charity game. And this is how I actually got my name. So this is going probably back, I don't know, let's say 10 years ago, maybe slightly less than 10 years ago. And I was a bit bigger then, maybe 20 pounds bigger then. And I was playing this competition game. It was for charity. That charity, the whole event was kind of messed up in the end ultimately, but that was really, really intense, man. I was like, I got to win. I'm very competitive. And then one of my teammates got shot. He was standing on the side, And I saw this guy, opponents running down this field behind a bunker. So I'm going to nail this guy. I'm going to nail this guy. So I go running. And I'm really in the zone. So I'm not really focused on anything, right? Except for nailing this guy. And then what I didn't realize, I was running so hard, I nailed my guy that was shot, my teammate. He went flying off. I didn't even realize it because I was so focused, right? And I ultimately nailed this guy. And at the end of the game, the guy comes up to me and goes, Richard, man, you nailed me. You nailed me like a tank or like a truck. And I didn't have a call sign at the time. And he's thinking like, what's going to be a call sign? What's going to be? And he says, you know what? I'm going to fucking call you Tonka. Tonka. Like, all right, whatever. And that's how it happened. I just nailed my guy like as if I was a truck. Like I just ran and that was it. And then I got hooked. Because before, I was also playing with the hopper and stuff like that, right? Actually, yeah. So when I started playing with my son, I started playing with the hopper. But I tell you, when you start playing MagFed, in my opinion, it's a totally different game. I think it's more on the realistic Milsim side in a sense. And so I got hooked, just, empty the mag, throw in a new one and start running. Because you got to be really good with your shots because you only have a certain amount of rounds in each mag. And what you're carrying in your vest is limited. Whereas you have pods, you have like hundreds and hundreds of balls, right? Or hundreds of rounds, right? So, and that's how it all developed. And then in regards to my channel, my YouTube channel, you know how that started?
Go ahead, tell us.
I'll tell you, I first saw your channel and, and it's okay, cool. He's got some good videos here, just some action getting into it. And then you started doing like you were giving away markers for the player of the game, the rookie of the game and all this. And it's like, and it's like, oh shit, he's only in Ontario. I go to Commando on that once a year. And I said, wow, like what a great positive force. And that was my first exposure to you.
Okay. Do you know how that all started? Okay, I'll go back to my channel.
Okay, yeah.
Why that started was I figured, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to record videos so that when I die, my grandkids and my kids can show their kids what I was like when I was playing with them when I was younger, right? Just kind of because nothing goes offline, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to use it as kind of like just like a history of what I used to do because I'm very, very active with my kids. Like I try to stay in shape to run around. So if we go to the beach and stuff like that, I'm one of those fathers that I'm playing with those kids all day, every day, like just nonstop. And at the end of the day, I'm shot, right? So I wanted to create a history. And then it started picking up traction. And then how I developed the Facebook group where I started giving out all these markers and stuff like that, it all stemmed from Airborne, John Adams. And how that happened was I went to a charity game with Colin. His grandson, the photographer, his grandson had this genetic issue where he was going blind, I believe it was, blind and deaf. I can't recall, but he had this genetic issue. So they were raising money. So like, you're raising money for a good cause? I'm there.
Yeah.
So I brought my son there. I didn't know anybody except for Colin. And I think Sega was there. I can't quite recall. But anyways, so Colin, being the nice guy that he is, he introduced me to everybody. Now, I didn't really have anything. I brought my son who had, I think we rented a marker, or maybe I had bought him one. I can't recall now. But anyways, introduced me to Airborne, introduced us to Airborne. Airborne was amazing. If you've never met the guy, he is the guy to talk to. So he ended up giving my son his Tipex. He ended up giving him like a bandana. He ended up giving him this First Strike, barrel plug.
Wow.
And all this other stuff, just because he's such a nice guy. And my son was blown away. So every game to this day, he wears that headband.
Nice.
He won't touch the gun. That gun is like there,
like sacred.
just as a memory, like
a
memory of what had happened. So then it's like, so I created Tonka Tactical, the Facebook group, because I want to replicate what he did, that good feeling that he provided for my kid. I wanted to replicate that with all these other kids and at the same time grow the community. And how that started in regards to how I started creating or providing markers by raising money is like we were talking at the top of the show, actually in the green room, whatever you call it, where I smoke a lot of cigars. I mostly smoke Cuban cigars. And the reason why I mostly smoke Cuban cigars is because I belong to this group where you can win case or boxes of Cuban cigars, like boxes like $850, $400, whatever. So you put in like $20 in a roulette, not roulette, like a wheel of names. And then if your number goes up or your name comes up, bam, you win the box. So I was like, fuck, I'll just use that same principle. And that's what I did. So I figured we'll raise money, we'll give, and all the money that was raised was never gone into my pocket. I know there's some people at least at the beginning thought I was gaining from that, right? But I wasn't. Everything that was raised was thrown back into the community. So I bought markers and we would do all these giveaways with the intent of raising just awareness of the game, excitement of the game, and bringing that enthusiasm and excitement and like that joy that my son initially had when Airborne gave him the markers, the Tipex and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's how all that developed.
That's amazing.
Hey, Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
Patrick's out there. Hey, oh, jeez. I feel bad. Pat's just going to sit off to the side, but the VIP seat is filled right now, Pat. Actually, my first interaction with you was you had a few of your patches you were giving away, and it's like, that's a cool looking patch. I like his videos. I'll get one. I wrote him. I wrote you an email or a message and a message, messenger. And it's like, yeah, my son and I, we play together and that. We like your videos and that. And he's like, in the end, he writes a little note because, he was giving one away to everybody. And he said, your note said, you need an extra one for your son. And it was like, this guy's cool. He's giving away patches. And to this day, I haven't given the man one back. So I guess that.
You know what? You've given me a lot, man. You've given me a lot. So thank you. Yeah, the patches. Yeah, I got to get some new ones, actually. I always want out. Every season, I try to give out as many as I can just to give it out.
Patches are great. Patches are awesome. It's funny, when we went to the Ballin' for Boobies at the Capital Combat Zone. Did I say that right this time? I've got that fixed finally. It took me 2 freaking years.
He's got it written down behind his monitor so he doesn't mess it up.
You showed him my wall, Connor? It's the, and he squints up there, is, geez, did I just forget what I was going to say in the story? Oh, yeah.
Ballin' for Boobies.
Ballin' for Boobies.
Right when you walked in, those guys came up to you and said they recognized you.
They gave a patch right away. They recognized that. Well, yeah, but they announced we were going to be there, and the one guy came, hey, I got patches for you guys, and it's like, oh yeah.
Patches are awesome.
Patches.
I got mine from you at 0 hour. Me and my wife got them at 0 hour. That was great. It was
a great game, eh?
Dude, that was wild, and it was crazy to see you guys there because we were at D-Day like the weekend before. It was like the weekend before, and Pat was there too.
And we were robbed, Tonka. That D-Day, I know they had us pinned a little at first, but we were freaking robbed. We dominated that. We dominated through. Oh, that still kills me.
Let me tell you something, man. When I was running with you guys as a general in the second game, and I gotta tell you, that last pick of you guys around me is my favorite pick that I've ever taken, or someone has ever taken of us, or of me. Flag. I love that pick. It was it pinpointed exactly how that game went. You guys were a force. If it wasn't for you guys, I'm not discrediting anybody else, but you guys were a major influence in us winning that game. You guys were so well coordinated, and like I would just kind of kick. I never said this to you guys, actually. I don't think I did. I would just kick back, and I was in the middle of firefights with you guys.
Yeah.
And I just watched you guys. I would just holy shit, these guys are well-oiled machine. I honestly, I was blown away. The amount of rounds and how you pushed everybody away was mind-blowing. You guys were mints. And that's why I gave you the award, man. You guys were brilliant. And I'm not taking away from anybody else that played along with me.
There was some great
some teams really stand out. Some individuals really stand out. And you guys were definitely that team, man. Unreal.
The best part about it is we were all just out there having fun.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we were out there being serious, but we were out there having fun, and it it shows.
Oh, it definitely showed. It definitely showed. But you guys are brave, man. You guys are a strong force, man. And you guys are only growing, right? You're a big team, a bigger team now, right?
Yeah, we're a big team. We got about, well, the thing with us is it's always, how would you describe it, Jeff, is, we got
fluid.
Guys, yeah, good. We have fluid, but at the same time, there's some guys that just do drop-ins twice a year, and we see them, and it's like cool.
Right.
But we
You
always
got guys
tell
like
people,
Trent who doesn't miss an outing ever. He's there every single day.
Yeah, the flag bearer in that picture, the awesome one.
Oh yeah. The guy holding the flag next to you. He doesn't miss an outing no matter what.
Oh, I loved it. I remember the first D-Day. Tonka's there, and they're making him do all these puzzles and stuff. And he's got a detail covering him, right? And he's out there running around. It's like, and that was the first time I'd seen in general be so active in the field, because and we were close to the front line, but not like stupid close. And it's like, well, that's pretty cool. And and it was such a good game, but we just got pinned early. The second, and we got the second year that when you won it all. I mean, you drew in so many good people that buy into your positive vibes, and like leaders of groups and all that. But I mean that game with you out there, it's like you were in the front lines. We'd be sitting there, and by the bridge and that, and all of a sudden Tonka's there. It's like he's the general. Like, don't let him get hit. And And this year, you can see the picture they got up on the screen for those of you not just listening in Spotify.
Love it. Man.
He's not the general, but the guys see Tonka's up there. Go support Tonka, see what he's doing. And a couple times.
He was the general. He was the general regardless.
Yeah.
And we knew where to go.
No, the general last year was us. Oh, yeah. At one point, I was in the forest with you in the second half, Tonka, when the second half started. And me and you were just standing there, and I'm looking at you like, what should we do next? It's like, oh, shoot, he's not the general. But I realized, I don't care. Hey, man, what are we going to do here next? And that was that might have been one of the famous delayed charge. Were you there when that happened? D-Day last year. Just after the second half, all along the tree line there at the top of the forest.
Yeah.
Somebody said they got injured.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah. And then everybody from your team ran over there, and their medic is there with their flag, walking around, looking where everybody is. And I'm like losing my shit. It's like, where's Connor? I see one medic, and where's Connor? And then another one. It's like, and then I'm yelling at them, just there's kill lines here because of the rain, and it got us so mad and but pumped up, but Yeah, that was the best. When I look down and I see guys like you and some of the other veterans on it, I mean, those are the best moments. But you know what story I want you to tell now, Tonka?
What's that?
In that same forest. Was it year one or year two? Connor, you know the story. Do you want to ask? Do you remember what year it was and ask him to tell the story? I think it was the year we won it all with Tonka.
I think it was year two. It was year two. Are we talking about up in the woods?
In the woods. Those guys.
Yeah.
They're fabricated.
Their mobile bunker.
Oh God! Oh God!
Dude.
Yeah, Connor
so
set it up.
Is that illegal? Like, is that legit? We're all going.
That was my first year. Yeah.
No, I can't believe I forgot about it.
Was that the first year I general or the second? That was the first year, I think.
No,
right?
it was the
second year.
It was the
That
second.
would have been the second.
Yeah, because
that's only been the
shooting in the porch. I'm going, I'll shoot it anyways. But it's like, what the? Is a rule anywhere?
Who's going to explain what?
I'll explain
Connor,
it.
Did
I'll
you see
explain
it?
it.
You saw it in the parking lot or something at first, right?
Yeah, it's like these people. It looks like they took one of the wooden bunkers and they basically, like, as if it was paper, and they just unfolded it, just a massive wall, and see it in the prep zone, and it's just like, okay, well, like, I wonder what that's for. And what was it? At the start of the game, I run up with my friends and stuff, and eventually we see it coming at us. It's like this huge tank wall, and it's like, that can't be illegal.
Kind of
I'm like running back, like guys, they have a wall, and I bump in the tank. I'm
like a
you have
turtle,
to talk
stand
to
up.
little gun slits and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
But
It was insane. It was huge. It was a house. It was a house. It was like 4 people carrying it too. It was...
But what did you do, Tonka? I heard this story, and remember,
Okay.
it's been a couple of years, so I want you to embellish it to the max because that's why stories get better as they go along.
Yeah. So
the Tonka crane.
We were up there. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I hate cheating. I'm gonna hate cheaters.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna play. Listen, I understand. Like it happens to me. You know, the adrenaline's rushing. You get hit. You don't realize it, right? Because your adrenaline's rushed. That happens. Whatever. It happens all the time. Just whatever. But God, so we're moving forward, and I see this fucking bunker, this moving mobile bunker. It's like, wait a second. So we're shooting at it or whatever. It's like, get that bunker out of here. Get that bunker out. And so that's it. Fuck it. That's it. I just walk up. I fucking grab it. I ripped it away from everybody. Little did I. So I thought they were all, because, you know, D-Day, all these big games, mostly all adults, right?
Yeah.
So I thought they were adults. So I'm like getting all pissed. Meanwhile, they're like little kids. And they're scurrying like fucking turn on the light and cockroaches run, right?
No clue.
I felt so bad, dude. I felt so bad.
What are you doing? And there was one, it's like, but Mr. Tonka, you gave me a marker last weekend.
I know, dude. I felt so bad.
Bad man. Bad man.
That was so legendary. Good. I just remember walking up to this like cardboard thing at the top of the forest. It's like, is this new?
Yeah, I didn't know, man. I didn't know. It's like, you know what? I'm more like, I'm very competitive. Anybody knows me, I'm very, very competitive. I don't like my guys getting nailed. I don't like to lose and all that sort of stuff. And when I see this, like this violation, it's like, we got to call this. We got to call it and just do what I did. But had I known there were kids in there, it's like, forget it. We'll just let it ride. We'll just let it ride.
No,
but I felt really guilty. In fact, I think I tried to find the kids afterwards, but who knows where the hell they went, right? So
they haven't stopped.
They went home early.
Never to play a game again, right?
I would have laid in the brush and taken I would have laid in the brush, taken a purple smoke, lifted a flap, and put it in. Why not? Why not? It's for content, right?
Thomas Borg.
Yeah, you know, I wish I had that on camera. Maybe I do. I don't even know. I must have it on camera.
So,
but yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Tell me, because
that was too good.
You had 2 summers where you were like general at a whole bunch of different places, and for the right reasons. Because there may be people listening to this, and nobody really does, but there may be this some guy in his underwear in Romania who's never been to a big game. Even though his grandfather pushed back the Nazis, but anyway, but you know, the big game is, you know, I'm going to get on that roll again. And we got guys from Czechia. They're contacting me again. Google Translate from Czechia. These guys. Well, Tonka, I mean, I know you've traveled. Yeah, that's it. Those 2 summers, you were everywhere.
Yeah,
you were absolutely everywhere. That's where I was going with that point. I mean, it's not easy being a general, and I know that with you don't take it lightly, because you just don't show up, and it's like, well, I guess I got a place close to the field to set my gear up and that. You take it to heart. You get there early. You know, is it all driven by your passion? Is it your you know? For me, you seem to be a guy that's a man of his word.
I try to be. You know, first of all, when someone asks you to be a general, it obviously is an honor. And so you want to respect that, right? And so I try to respect it as much as I possibly can. I try to, you know, I'm a busy guy in life. I got a bit of shit show happening in my life right now. But besides that.
Who doesn't, Tonka? Don't worry, man.
Yeah, true enough.
We got
so you're trying to, like, enlist a bunch of people and stuff like that, and just like, for example, Honey Badger 10 there, you know, you're giving all these, like, I don't know what you call it, like you're giving these maps and these puzzles and you're trying to solve it. I tried to, I just did all these because you want to be a good representative, and then of course you don't want to let your team down, right? So I'm like I said, I'm very competitive. I want to win it all. I don't say at all costs, but I want to win as much as I possibly can, right? In all the games that I play. And so, yeah, I'll always arrive there on time. In fact, one of my favorite people around is I
King
love
of
you,
Paintball.
Jay.
Thank you for listening. King of Paintball, the best podcast out there, the Maritime Paintball Podcast. Oh, I'm not sure if that's great when I'm saying it on my podcast, but we're the minor leagues and they're the big leagues, and I'm perfectly happy with that.
Pat, that's because you lose.
No,
Oh!
Patrick McGooey, I hate being a general. Oh, I know where he lives, Pat. So, you know.
I'll tell you, Patrick may hate being a general, but he's a great leader. I've run with him.
He's damn
in
good.
other events, and he's
He's a good
brilliant
man.
too.
He's
He may
fun.
not like being a general, but he's really
Okay.
good at what he does as a leader. So,
Okay, I've been waiting for this. You guys seem to be into a lot more scenarios north of Toronto, or what we'd say mostly is like Northern Ontario. Central Northern Ontario. There's a lot, and I know a lot of the guys are trying out some airsoft as well. Connor, I did it a couple of times. But even these big paintball scenarios, Beaver's into that. I know last year you went to events. I saw you, man. Like we were talking about D-Day, but I think you probably put it back a gear and you weren't general all the time because, frankly, you've earned it because you can't kill yourself doing that shit. But, what is it with the sim up there? And is this something you've kind of got into recently? Because when you first described yourself on the show tonight, for those that might not know who you are, I mean, that comes across right away. That's where your mindset is right now for paintball.
I like the military aspect of it. I like everything coordinated, and that's why I think I prefer MagFed over any other type of marker. It's because it is more military. I like being very strategic. And one of the things, you showed videos of PRZ. I love PRZ. It almost brings a tear to my eye. I tried to go to every major event at PRZ. And what I loved about it as well was running by yourself. Running by yourself and just, sneaking around and taking all these guys and changing position and taking out more guys. It's the intensity of it all, right? And so I like playing in a team with Milsim and also like running by. I actually mostly like running by myself, to be honest with you. That's why a lot of players and team leaders or whatever ask me to join their team, but I always respectfully say no because I like to run on my own. And I don't want to necessarily have allegiance to one particular group, right? But I just like the Milsim, and yeah. So that's like, for example, like the compound. Man, have you guys ever been to the compound?
I saw a video where they explained, no, it was a podcast where before they had the event, they explained everything that was going to happen there. And I heard all the dynamics of it. Like you can't really drive all the way up there depending on the road. And I'm just imagining like this wilderness, really big fucking mosquitoes, by the way, I'm imagining as well. But I hear everything I heard on it. It's like, oh man, this is like how many hours from my house?
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't favor one field over the other. There's always a unique aspect of a particular field, right? So I'm not saying one's better than the other, but I'll tell you, the compound, you don't want to miss out on. You really don't. The field is phenomenal. The owner is a phenomenal guy. They put so much effort into that field that I'm telling you, I played the first MagFed game there. They'll only play MagFed there. They won't play Hopper and Speedball and stuff like that. It's purely MagFed. And it was so brilliant. The buildings were, and they've been only enhanced it as of last year. And this year they're going to enhance it again. There's something big coming up with the owner and what he's doing. I can't say what it is. He told me not to say anything, so I won't. But there are big things happening with the owner and what he's doing with these fields. And I'm telling you, it is worth the drive. I played both airsoft there and paintball, and it's brilliant on both ends, man. It's just the amount that the ground is really like, it's fucking weird. Like it's almost like you're walking on mattresses. It's really all this moss. The camouflage, there's great cover, there's trench systems, there's buildings, 2-story buildings. Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's a massive, massive field. Massive field. So it was really good. They really take great care and maintain their field. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. So you got to go there.
I was having a pretty good conversation about MagFed with a gentleman who, father and son duo, that came out with us 2 years ago at Warzone. our home field, but they didn't come last year. And he was asking specifically about mag-fed events. And I think you might have sold me on that one.
Sure. In regards to access to the compound, it's really easy. There's no issues with access. There's plenty of parking. Mm-hmm. People liken it to, in regards to the field, not the field, but old PRZ, how it used to be with all the tents and everybody camping out. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a compound. Compound is just like that. There were tents everywhere. People camping out overnight. You play airsoft, they have 48-hour games, 36-hour games, just 18-hour games. It's nuts there, man.
Nice.
It's nuts.
Sold.
I have on my desk, actually I moved them back here. I got that trophy we got for Team of the Year for that amazing victory. And I also got the story of when I went to you before a game. The first game, your general said, my son, he wants to be medic. He's really good and really fast. And you gave him the young guns.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Although at the time he was 20. I think, were you 20 or 19 at the time?
I was 20.
I think we're his age.
You know what? You were balls out, buddy. You were balls out. You showed no fear whatsoever. I'm watching this guy. I was like, this guy's kicking ass, man. He's got to win it. There's no one else that should win it. But
I think it's one of my favorites. Look at that. Plus you got Dave back there too. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Tonka reaching.
I love Dave, man. Dave is a fucking amazing guy too. Amazing field owner, man. Love the guy. Love the guy.
I think when you go to a field like that, you just, without meeting the owner, you just go around, play there, and you know that it's all about pride and care of the game with that. Now, Connor, Jeff, Mike, if you have any questions or stories you want to go by about Tonka, because I'm hogging the mic. Connor, you got one to start off here?
I got one.
We got the Q&A session.
I got one.
So one of my buddies, I was out with him last night. He comes out to play with us maybe once or twice a year, but he always makes it to D-Day. And I said, oh, whatever, we're doing the podcast, and we have our old general on Tonka. And he's like, Tonka, remind me who? It's like, oh, that's the guy with the cigar in his mask. Or general is like, oh, yeah, the guy of Aura, like the cool guy, whatever, leading in, whatever. And he asked the question, and I had no clue how to answer, so I got to ask you.
Sure.
Have you used the Tommy that you got?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it just, is it like in a crate, it's hung up somewhere?
Oh, you want to hear a story on that?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
No, everything's good.
Okay.
So, no, I have not used it, nor will I ever use it.
Yeah.
So, I called this guy up. I found him on Facebook Marketplace because I've been like trying to figure out.
For those of you who don't know this story, he got a custom paintball Tommy gun given to him after he was general for his first D-Day. So that's what he meant by Tommy. I apologize.
Yeah.
You reached out on
Not
Facebook.
a young man.
Yeah. So my kids want to use that gun. It's like, no way. No one's touching this gun. You can hold it. You can look at it. You cannot use it.
Yeah.
And so I hired this guy to build a light box. Shadow box, I think it's called. Sorry.
Yeah, shadow box.
And I had it all planned out. I took all these images online of how I wanted the perfect layout. So I give the guy money. I said, okay, take it, make it beautiful. Whatever, just make it like really good. So I gave him all my gun. I gave him the gun. And I actually asked to write a letter, everything. The guy ghosts me. It's like, oh, fuck. The gun is gone. The gun is gone. So I think I dropped him like a $300 deposit. I can't quite remember the number, but whatever. And then it's like, I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to go over to his house. I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to find him. Because Sega, my buddy, actually knew him. He used to go to high school with him. He hadn't been in contact with him for years and years and years, but he had a mutual friend. So I knew if I had to kill the guy, I knew where to go. Not kill him, but, get my money back. I wouldn't kill anybody.
I heard kill 5 times in a row, guys, but anyway.
So I said, listen, buddy, I need to know what's going on, and I need this gun right now. I don't care. You can keep the money. Give me the gun. I can't lose that. So eventually, he gives me the sob story. We got unemployed, whatever. He says, here's your gun back. So I held on to that gun like it was my baby.
Yeah.
I took it home. He says, I'll e-transfer you the money. It's like, all right. He never did. But whatever. I don't care about the money. I cared about that gun. So it's sitting there on my wall in my other house there. Well, I'll tell you about that story another time. But so it's in there on my wall, and I will never have. No one will ever touch it. I gotta find. Actually, I have a patient that might be building me a box, anyways.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's in pristine condition. Never been touched. I can't. It's too valuable to me. It's actually funny enough. One of the most valuable things I've ever owned in regards to emotional value.
Yes.
You know. Yeah, it was very, very touching. And normally I don't cry, but I almost shed a tear when he gave it to me.
That was
really
sweet.
emotional.
That was
brilliant.
sweet. I mean, but that's what D-Day is all about. It's like, hey, this is. I might have said something in a ride home with Connor that's, I guess Tonka's ride home wasn't as bad as it would have been if you wouldn't have got that gun there.
Yeah. I got to tell you something about Dave, the owner of Commando. One of the things that he said to me on both games, as he probably said to both generals, he said that he doesn't care who wins. He cares only about the player experience, make sure that everybody has a good time. Mm-hmm. And that's how his theme is through all his games, man. And so you create that environment, right, where everybody just bonds, whether you're on one side or the other. You bond, and it's just you have a good story. It's like, who the hell cares? In the end, who cares who wins, right? It's all about the story. Like, what? You see that, man? You see that picture? And that's all it comes down to, right? Of all games, of all fields, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just little things. That picture that we showed where you're with Connor and Trent's got the flag behind you. Connor's camera caught you coming in, and he gets to you and you turn around and he goes, "Oh, C1D," and he's like that, and it's just I'm watching it there, like late at night trying to edit this video, and it just puts a smile on my face, and it's like, it's what the game's all about.
But I'll tell you, that picture itself encompasses the vibe when I was running with your team. Your team covered my ass all the time. So there's always a sense of, like, I wouldn't say fear, but I guess there's a fear of getting nailed, right? Mm-hmm. But when I have you guys surrounding me, it's like, no worries, we got this, man. We got this. Like, look at you guys, man. It's just brilliant.
Well, I'm not sure who the gentleman in the back is with the boonie hat, but this is what D-Day is all about. You got two C1D guys. We play once a year with Tonka, but he's earned enough respect over friendship and over being the general for 2 previous years. Then you got a random guy there. Yeah, we need it. Go up. We always protect the general or somebody like Tonka who's knowledgeable in the field, because he's rushing up like that. As you protect his ass, he's going to direct the guys from the front.
He's a motivator. He gets everyone going.
Look, I'm not being like some sort of elitist with big games, but I mean, I think one of the things, a prerequisite when you go to a big game, it's like, you can. I know, and there's people that sit back and they snipe all day. But at the end of the day, you want to be part of a bigger thing. And I've told snipers that before is, hey, man, we're trying to get in here. Can you try to pick somebody off there? And they're fucking thrilled. They're thrilled. They're sitting there with the big suit. They're probably going to die, and they'll find him next D-Day in a ditch somewhere. But, I mean, you got to be included. And I think when you were general and your opponents, both times were I forget who it was, bad with names, but they were good generals as well. But I think those D-Days compared to the ones I'd played before, it just got amped up. Everybody was more on side with that and just amped it. Jeff, do you have any questions down there? I just see you drinking your coffee, looking tired.
Wake up, man.
Wake up, bro.
I don't know. It's not coffee.
It's not coffee. Oh.
No, like the memory I have is like we were covering Tonka up on the ridge by what we call Bear Hill, and that's when we saw that mobile bunker coming across the field. And
you were there.
Yeah, I was next to him. And we're putting shot. They opened the flaps to shoot out, so we're shooting in. We're getting them, but that's why they didn't move as far. They're keeping behind that cluster of branches that they had piled up after the storm surge hit, that the microburst hit. Yeah. So they were trying on the far side of that. They wanted to move up, but we just kept them back. And I see Tonka. Okay, we'll keep them covered. We'll cover Tonka. What do you want us to do? And then he starts just walking past. I'm going, how are we going to cover you back? Like, where are you going? Oh my! And he did. And what are you doing? And they literally like answered. And they scattered. They just
scurry all over the place.
Even the opposite team are all going, oh.
I don't. You know
Everyone
what? When I was
shooting,
walking up
and when
pissed,
we're
I don't
waiting
think
for-
anybody even shot at me. I
No
think
one shot.
they knew I
Like
was
you said, you
raging.
had this like, I've had enough of this shit. Boom, boom. And they can see the flaps and they never show. Oh, and they close. And they start to move backwards. He walks up, literally hand over the top, rips the whole thing off, and throws it behind him. And everyone stops shooting. They're going, ooh. And he's like I said, these kids, literally, they just scat. It was funny as all hell before anyone remembered to start shooting again. But no one shot him either. And he starts stopping back, and we're going, I guess this is like a, like an executive decision made by the field, so to speak. It's like refs are going, I'm good with it.
yeah. You know, I think that was one of the most talked about situations of that whole game.
Even going, do we have a mobile bunker on the field? No.
I thought it was legit. Someone said it. I was laying down in the back, and I was like, what the hell is that? And someone's like, it's a mobile bunker. And I was like, okay. And then someone behind me was like, oh my God, what is that? I was like, it's a mobile bunker. Don't worry about it. Just shoot it. And all that went down. So yeah.
I was like near the main town, and Connor ends up running to him, and he's laughing. He's doing this like he's right now. The smile he's got, the goofy laugh. You never believe what happened. This happened over there. And in my head, it's like, did you run over here just to tell me this? Then he just runs along to the next guy.
Yeah.
I saw the fire, his red eyes, and the little devil tail poke out of his back when he stormed up.
Yeah,
and the cigar was glowing. The cigar was glowing.
I must have that recorded. I must have edited out. But I think the terms he almost lost his shit or something. And it's like, no kidding.
It was just like
there's only one time I lost my shit. I won't mention the game because there's no point in that.
Witnesses.
So it was a mag-fed game. And everybody runs first strikes, right? And you know how expensive first strikes are, right?
Yeah.
And so I was firing. And I was nailing these guys. Nailing. No one's calling themselves out. Like no one. And it's like blatantly obvious. Like you're running first strikes. You know when someone gets hit.
Oh, yeah.
And it happened once. It's like, okay, that was a pain in the ass. It was the beginning of literally my first firefight. I was running by myself, and I was nailing this guy. He didn't call himself. I was like, all right, whatever. Maybe adrenaline, whatever. We'll let this one pass. But then it happened throughout the game. And I was running through first strikes. You're nailing these guys. It's like, guys, just call yourself out.
Yeah.
Aim for soft tissue next time.
And they didn't. And that was the only game me and a few other guys actually walked off the game. Ooh. He's like, you know what? There's so much cheating here that the game is no longer fun. And I get, like, I've been hit before, like I said in the past, where the adrenaline's rushing and you don't feel it because your adrenaline's rushing.
Maybe you got
but
some
when you're getting laced
extra
with a bunch of rounds, maybe it's time to call yourself out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I was pissed. I was like, fuck it, I'm out. So
you get that everywhere you go, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it was a MagFed event. And so it got really bad. And so I just called it a day.
First strikes aren't cheap either.
They're not.
So when you see when you're hitting somebody, you're like, God damn it, that was like 25 cents. Like,
50, 120,
yeah.
Spent like $3 on this dude.
Eventually you'll hit him and the coins will pop out of his head.
Yeah.
It's like a freaking game in Vegas. Oh, jeez.
I got a quick question that'll help me and my wife, and you might not remember. It's been a couple of years, but it was that your second General D-Day, our first D-Day, and we talk about it a lot. It was like we were out there in D-Day, and we didn't take a lot of breaks because it was our first D-Day. We just wanted to be out there.
Yeah.
We were like absolutely dying. We needed water, we needed ammo, we needed air. So we decided to go hang out in the staging area, the general's quarters or whatever, for the first time of the day. And we were just happened to be sitting there, and you came in, you whipped the tent open and you whipped your hat off, and you're like, all right, guys, we got some extra points. It's a riddle, but I can't for the life of me remember what the riddle is. I don't know if anybody else remembers it, but my wife, you said the riddle, and my wife just jumped up and she was like, bam. And you're like, yeah, that's it. Let's go. You guys hugged it out. We got those extra points within like 10 seconds.
I remember. I don't remember what it was, but I remember that. I remember that. She was brilliant. She was great.
Yeah, it was so good.
So fast.
Yeah, we were all so excited. It was our first D-Day, and we talked about it like half the ride home. We were like, oh, you scored those extra points. It was just so good. Yeah. But I can't for the life of remember the damn riddle. But yeah, that was a
I
super
have
good
the book
moment.
somewhere. I have everything somewhere. In the box somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I keep
all the extra points and stuff.
Yeah,
that was so good. But that was one of our super memorable moments. And then, of course, that stuck with us. And like I mentioned before on the podcast, we drove to 0 Hour the next weekend, and we saw you there, and it was like, oh my God, like this is so cool. It was a mind-blowing thing. So
did you guys have a drink with me at my tent?
Yeah, we had a drink, and
good.
And I was smoking. Yeah, we had the cigars, all that good stuff. It was a good time. I got the patch.
Yeah. So do you always play with your wife?
Yeah, absolutely. There was one time only where she was sick, and it was when we first got into paintball. We were playing in Army Globe. I don't even think we had met the C1D guys yet. Just getting into it, and I was addicted. Like we were going 3-4 times a week, like absolutely destroying her. Oh my God. Crossing the border too. We had weeks of paintball, bruises and stuff. We'd be like, oh, this was from last week, this was from yesterday, this was from, but oh shit, I kind of lost what I was going with. Oh yeah, always play with her. There was only one time where I didn't play with her. She wasn't feeling well, and I was like, oh, can I go? Can I please go? You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, no problem. I felt terrible.
You got a good woman there, man.
Yeah. Oh, she's amazing.
So how long have you guys been playing together all together?
So this is the third season, third year. We came in at the end of about 3 years.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
It's such a good time. I love playing with my wife. I love seeing Andrew play with Connor, Jeff with Jared, and actually you and your son. What was the you've been getting into airsoft and stuff? I also see like on the side.
Yeah. My kids wanted to play airsoft. That's why I got into one of the reasons I also got into paintball, so I could bond with my kids. Right, it's a great way to bond with your kids, right? Because when you're under pressure, you're really like. There's that bond that gets really, really tight, right? And so we started playing airsoft. And it's more of a function of the fact that my kids like the guns better in airsoft versus paintball, right? Like I
feel that.
EMF, right?
I love you.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh.
Right there, buddy. Yeah. There you go.
Yes, sir.
The lucky PJs.
That's nice. I do the same with my kids. I'm all over my kids all the time. I'm embarrassing my kids.
That's what red wine before dinner.
But airsoft is a different kind of game than it is paintball. Airsoft is very, very, I would say almost regimented in regards to how they play. There's comms everywhere. Where they have like radio jammers. This one game I played. So it's a different kind of game versus paintball. But what I like about paintball over airsoft is the pain associated with paintball.
Yes.
Like there's no pain really with airsoft. And that's why my chest.
There's no fear. No fear, no adrenaline.
You have no reason to want to not get hit. Like
no, well, I'll tell you, there is. Okay, yeah, you raise a good point. Okay, so there's no fear about getting shot from the pain, but there is fear getting eliminated. So you're still playing cautiously, but there's nothing like getting sometimes I got nailed in the head and you're like just wincing in pain, rolling on the ground. You get nailed in the nuts. Yeah. You're in a lot of discomfort, right? Like you can't see the scar now, but I have a tattoo over, but I have a scar there because the ball bled out. The round broke my skin.
Yeah.
And so it's not really there as intensely but again, airsoft is a phenomenal game as well. I like the pain. And that's why PRZ, oh shit, man. PRZ, I love to run by myself. And I love to run in the buildings by myself because it was the intensity, the adrenaline rush was insane. And when you're in the buildings and people are running first strikes in the buildings, you know you're going to be in pain if you get shot. And the adrenaline, I wouldn't say there's anxiety with it. Maybe there's a certain degree, but more the adrenaline and just nailing these guys and avoiding getting nailed and being stuck. You're everything. Your senses are just really heightened, right? Especially when you're running on your own. But yeah, so that's the difference I find with airsoft versus paintball. The balls fucking hurt, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually got a part of my part of my tattoo actually got taken off from my wife. We were playing in the dark, and she got scared. I was about 3 feet away from her, and she took one in my arm, and it took a whole chunk right out of my tattoo.
So for anybody who just started listening to this, and you were playing in the dark, and she took a chunk out of you. Well, yeah.
We were playing paintball.
And then
how wicked was it? The dark in PRZ, like you were going to the gym when you run the flashlights.
I've never been.
Went to PRZ.
They closed it the year we started playing paintball, and I watched all the videos, and I was like, "This is what I want."
Yeah, I never got to play there. I'm embarrassed. Jeff,
I never got a chance. I was going to go. I had family who were out west, and they, my sister-in-law's husband is an aircraft technician. He's NDT testing and all that. They moved to Quinte West, and when go there, I'm going to crash with them. It will drive down to the field, and we're closing. No. I couldn't get time off in time, like from work, to play at least a weekend or whatever event before they closed. It was just like, no. It was just.
What was it? Insurance or something like that? Just dangerous after a while.
The land was leased, and they got notification that they were being bought by developers.
Yeah, terrible.
An adjoining property that was sort of not being used, but they're developing that. So once they put the plans to the city, develop that adjacent property, that's when the developer said, "Oh, we want to get this, so we can build condos or whatever to accompany this new development they're doing." And to be fair, they gave PRZ a lot of heads up on that, going, "This is what our intent is. We know we had this long on lease. We'll give you an opportunity to say goodbye and close up shop, as opposed to you're out on this date kind of thing." So from what I understand, there was no hard feelings between the developers and the owners of the land and PRZ. It was just
the players.
Fine.
J Lord there went to the last game. I wanted to go to the last game for whatever reason, never made it, but I wish I did. I know the place was just rammed crazy, right? But like I said, every paintball field that I've ever played, they have their unique attributes that make it a great field. And I would never put down any other field because they're all great. But PRZ was
top.
It was just so unique. And I think it was so unique because it was a big building, 3 stories, 2 stories, 1 story. It was an old insane asylum. There's like the owner showed me pictures of these ghost hunters, showing pictures of like these spirits. I have it I should send it to you.
It's like a video game app as close as you can get to like a classic video game map,
100%. And you know what? It's dark and scary. People throwing flashbangs in there, smoke grenades. Yeah. See? Yeah, it was massive.
Yeah, wow. Jay was there. Jay was, he's been playing with us for about 4 years. Huge turnout. Owners never expected so many players and ran out of paint. David Commando from Ottawa to deliver.
Yeah, they were telling me.
No way.
That's how great Dave is of Commando.
Wow.
He's all about player experience. Like, let's go. That's,
they need our help. Let's get in there. That's beautiful.
Dave, but that's like the paintball community in itself, right? Everybody's there to help each other, right? Yeah.
I hate to say this, boys and girls, but we're running up close to an hour here. And I just want to we'll say our goodbyes here. What are your plans, Tonka? We're going to see a D-Day, right?
Oh, 100%. So I've been like radio silent for a number of months. I don't want to get into what I've gotten into, but I've had some serious personal issues that I won't get into that I had to steer my energy towards. So that's why I haven't been participating, but things are slowly getting a bit easier now. And And now I'm going to start playing all the games. I'm going to go to the new 0 Hour that's coming out in New York this year.
Yes, let's go, baby.
100%, man. And I'm
Renaissance
videos again. I'm going to play every major game. We're going to play every airsoft game. My son and I are going to head. Oh, I'm going down to Florida. Shit, I just remembered. I got to talk to my buddy who rented an Airbnb. I can't remember what game it was. I'm heading down to Florida.
The Dullock games, Dwayne Dullock, perhaps.
I can't remember. He's
going to be muggy.
Want to go? He's like, yeah, let's go. Get the Airbnb. I'll get a ticket, whatever. I don't even know what game it is. But as soon as he mentions, like, I'm out. And then there's one in California. My son wants to go to. So I'll jet out to California for a bit. And
when's that?
I don't even know. It's an airsoft game. It's a really big airsoft game. So I'm going to split my time between. I'll play every major paintball game, 100%. But I'll also play some airsoft, right? So I'm single out. I don't have any responsibilities except for hanging with my kids and playing with my kids, right?
Yeah.
So,
I would really like to somehow have our paths cross outside of D-Day as well. I know that we've got our schedule roughly drawn out, but something at the compound or something like that, even if it's just not a full expeditionary force, but we can send like 5-6 guys carpooling up there.
It's a 5-hour drive.
It's a 5-hour drive? Christ,
yeah.
3 cups of coffee.
Buddy, it's
can't scare me.
It's worth the drive, man. The game experience you'll have, shit, dude. It's unreal. I'm telling you. I'm not trying to say
I get back on the bike. God damn it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to need some endurance, man. It's a big field. It's a big field.
Okay. Well, Tonka, I want you back on the show, and look, whatever you're going through right now, we got it too. Hey, I work in international customs. I'm a terrace expert. I had one hell of a 2025. Let me tell you that. You, brother, you're one of ours. When we see you out at the field, it's like seeing an old childhood friend. We got those memories. I watch the videos all the time.
I appreciate it.
And it's about the interactions, and like, fuck, it's great. There's just so much of a good vibe when you're out there.
I appreciate that.
No problem. And you help out a lot of people. You're inspirational to it. When I sit there, and I walk up to you and we're talking about what's going on in the field. We're just two goofs. We're weekend warriors. And, we like to organize and let the young guys do all the work sometimes, right?
100%, man. 100%.
Connor, would you like to say goodbye to our guest here? First in line.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously a pleasure having you. Definitely the best general I've had. Played so many sports of coaches and, having so many teachers and stuff, but never, at an event like that where it's like, we got to win. We gotta do it for Tonka. And that's a big compliment because my dad coached me for a while in hockey and I never had that feeling for him. I never wanted to win for him. So.
Hey, man, that was really nice. Thank you so much. That means a ton to me. Thank you.
Connor,
Andrew's pulling his belt off and running to the next room.
Connor? What does it say? Provincial championship.
Yeah, you did that with Courtney, but not with me. There is a favorite, clearly.
Bring it.
Well, because she fucking listens.
Oh. Okay. All right.
That's
I
some
deserve
goodbye, Connor.
Clearly.
In your father's basement.
Yeah. I'm getting weak and old. I got to watch what I say.
Yeah.
Then the medication disappears. Jeff,
it was awesome having. Oh, sorry.
Anybody?
I skipped the line.
Mike,
I skipped the line.
Mike, you did such a good job on that intro. I was just going, Mike. I was going to let you end it out. Jeff.
No, it's all right. Go ahead.
I was talking. You're fantastic on the social media and whatnot, and playing with you. You're the type of general that's in the field. You lead without fear, and we'll follow. Like, we'll make sure we got your back, and just you can't not follow. It's like, if he's going, well, we have no excuse, and he's not even carrying a sidearm. And like, okay, fine, we're going.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that, man.
Mike. Mike, you may go. You may continue.
Okay. All right. No, it's awesome to see you again. It's awesome to have you on the show. Awesome to hear some stories, remembering and all that good stuff. It's really good. I love seeing you, playing with your son. I love seeing how you interact with the community and stuff. It's really like something that a lot of people should, get into. So,
thank you, man.
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah,
absolutely.
One of my favorite parts about the game and leaving the game is how long it takes me to leave the game because everybody wants to talk.
Yeah,
I know it drives my kids a bit crazy, but it's probably one of my favorite parts of the game.
I always say that when the parking lot conversations and stuff are always the best. Like the games are fun, but the before and after and hanging out with the people, that's really where it's at.
Exactly, 100%. So I always tell my kids, just be patient. You're going to love it, man. And so I love it. That's one of my favorite parts. Just driving, being stopped, and just talk. Oh, that's the best part.
That's beautiful.
Okay, I just want to, we're going to break the fourth wall here, Tonka. We're going to play the outro, but if you stay after, we can stay in here, and that's where I'll, you tell me where to wire all the money to have you show up on the show tonight. I want to thank those of you who listen live or listening on any of the platforms we have. If you're living under a rock and you know who Tonka Tactical is, look him up, Facebook, everywhere else. We'll put a link to his YouTube page in the description of this. Go out there, have fun, because remember, at the end of the day, it is just a game.
Thank you, guys.